Hey everybody, this is Ted from Stone Senate. Most of you people that follow Stone Senate would know that I'm a guitar player. That's first and foremost my main instrument. But what you may not know is I record a lot of music outside of Stone Senate, especially things for my wife's belly dance troupe, Queen City Gypsies, and I use a lot of different instruments for that. And of all of those instruments, this is the one I get asked about the most. This is an oud. Looks a little bit like a big gourd. It's different in that, aside from just looking at it, there are no frets on the fretboard. So like at the beginning when you hear me make those little slides that you hear in music like that, that's what gives it the ability to do that. Can be made out of all sorts of different types of woods. This particular oud has some maple, it has some walnut in it, it has an ebony fretboard, ebony friction tuning pegs, and I'll say on this particular oud there are 11 strings. There are 5 pairs that are tuned the same and 1 low drawn. One other difference in this and say a guitar, although I will experiment with this, is the pick. Instead of like your standard guitar pick or your fingers, although I do use my fingers when playing this is the standard oud pick. Looks kind of like a popsicle stick. This particular one is made out of cow bone, or cow horn, pardon me. And you can have them made out of synthetic materials like this, or you can just use, this is actually a feather I found outside and I filed it down, and it works just as well. Now, some places they use eagle feathers for that, but in the United States we would not do that. And I actually prefer the cow horn pick on this particular instrument. Now, as far as oud players go, I would never sit here and tell you that I'm a virtuoso oud player. What I do with these instruments is I make them work for me. I may not play it in a traditional tuning or the traditional way, but if I hear it in a song in what I'm writing, then I make it work for me that way. But it's funny, you can take an instrument like this and say put it on a Led Zeppelin song and it gets real interesting, like something like When the Levee Breaks. Cool stuff right there. And I will say Jimmy Page would probably absolutely love one of these. How did I get into playing the oud? Well, I grew up playing guitar and quite a few other instruments, but my wife asked me one night, because she's a belly dancer and this instrument is very prevalent in belly dance music, she said, "Do you think you could play an oud?" I said, "Well, I don't know. Let's get one and find out." So we ordered this one. It took about a month to have it made and get here. And then I just took it and kind of went with it. Like I said, the strings make sense to me. It has a really cool tone to it. And one thing I'll say about this design, if you can see it here, this is a really wide bowl on the back. I would guess 8 to 10 inches deep. Now, I can't tell you exactly why they design them that way, but I think it's for the instrument to project. Because you have that deep bowl, you get more volume. And one thing I've noticed about this particular instrument, for people that are into music, it has a natural reverb to it because of this bowl and because it has a really thin top on it. So it has a really nice sound. This one also has a pickup in it, so I could plug it up through a PA system or an amp. It sounds fabulous that way. So I guess for the $1 million question for all the Stone Senate fans out there, will this ever show up on a Stone Senate record? Well, never say never, because we are open to trying anything that works. And if we have a song that this makes sense on, I would love to put it on one. And I hope you enjoyed this. It's a little bit different instrument. If you're a guitar player, any kind of stringed instruments, maybe pick one of these up and try it sometime. It may take you a different place. And one thing that I love about all these instruments like this, they make me rethink the way I play guitar and some of the things I do on guitar, and that can help you kind of get outside the box that if you don't watch it you can get stuck in. And I know I've been guilty of that at times. Well, these instruments make me think a different way, and that's a good thing. And I very much would like to thank my wife for turning me on to this instrument. I absolutely love it. Records well. It's just a really unique thing, especially for this area, and I hope you've enjoyed it. You guys be safe, take care, listen to some great music, keep rocking.